Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the lecture. So in this lecture, we'll go with the second part. That is, we have done the surface cleaning, right? After that, what we did? We did the earthwork in excavation by mechanical bins, hydraulic excavator we had done. And in this, it was all kinds of soil. And we took the rate as 350 rupees. Now we'll see how the 350 rupees analysis has been done. So for that, I need to go to 2.6. And in that 2.6.1 is what I'm supposed to look for. Okay. So I'll go to the rate analysis. I've done the same thing. Earthwork in excavation by mechanical means, that is hydraulic excavator. Manual means over the areas, and so and so and so. Okay. So I'll go to the code book now. I'll go with 2.6 now. So where is 2.6? Yeah, this one. Okay. So you have to go to the volume 1, DAR volume 1. There it is given. Earthwork in excavation by mechanical means. Mechanical means you are using a hydraulic excavator. Okay. Or manual means over an area exceeding 30 centimeter in depth, and so and so. Okay. Where your lead is up to 50 meter and lift is up to 1.5 meter. So it is given something like this. So what we are going to do, I have copied the same thing. Whatever is given here, no, everything I'll copy. Copy in the sense it will not work out. You have to create your own Excel sheets for that. I already created. It will take some time. So if you're interested, try to prepare Excel sheet like this, because anytime tomorrow when you want to do the rate analysis, no, you can just change the values here. That's how it works out. Okay, great. So first I've written description again. First I'll find for 10 cubic meter. Here I have found it for 100 square meter, right? Now it's the excavation quantity. First I'll look for 10 cubic meter. Once I get the rate for 10 cubic meter, I'll divide it by 10. I'll get cost for 1 cubic meter. Very simple. Good. So first, what we need to assume something, because when you do the excavation, you'll be having a hydraulic excavator, that is a JCB. So if you put JCB to work for 1 minute, how much amount of soil it can take out from there, that assumption we need to take. So it has been found that if you take a hydraulic excavator and if you make him to work for 1 hour, it can excavate 30 cubic meter of the soil from the ground. That is the assumption you're supposed to do. Okay. So in that way, you tell me if it takes for 1 hour, I'll write something like this. Okay. We need to understand this. I'll write here for 1 hour. That is for 1 hour means 60 minutes. Okay. If I put my hydraulic excavator for 60 minutes, it can excavate 30 cubic meter of the soil. Good. If that is the case, then for 1 cubic meter, how much minute is required? For 1 cubic meter, how much minute is required? Right. So what you're supposed to do, very simple calculation. For 60 minutes, if it is 30 cubic meter, then how much minute will be this one? So simple calculation, what we'll do, 60, I'll do here. Okay. What I'm going to do, 60, if I divide it by 30, I'll get 2. That means for 1 cubic meter to excavate, 1 cubic meter to excavate, how much minute is required? 2 minutes is required for the excavator. For 1 cubic meter of the soil to excavate, I require 2 minutes. The same thing I've written for 1 cubic meter to excavate. My hydraulic excavator will take 2 minutes for that. Okay, good. Now coming to the rate analysis, what all things you require? You require a machinery, because you're going to make use of hydraulic excavator. So that will come under the machinery. That is hydraulic excavator 3D with the driver and fuel, including the fuel, the driver. This is the rate we are going to put. Next is, so only your hydraulic excavator is not enough. You need to shift your soil. For that, you require a tipper, or people call it as a loader. So higher and running charges for a loader. Okay, that also you are supposed to put here. Now this constant you can see 0.041, 0.041. From where did we get this? For this, there's a very simple thing, that if 1 cubic meter to excavate, if it requires 2 minutes, how much cubic meter rate analysis we are doing? We are doing it for 10 cubic meter, no? So for 10 cubic meter, how much minute it will take? For 10 cubic meter, how much minute it will take? Very simple. 10 into 2 I'll do. So it will take how much? 20 minutes. Good. But 20 minutes I want in terms of hours. Sorry, 20 minutes I want in terms of day. Why? Because you see the unit here. The unit is given in day. So what you're supposed to do, this 20 you divide by 60. Why? Because in 1 minute there is 60. Sorry, in 1 hour there is 60 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes we have. In 1 hour there is 60 minutes. I want in day, no? So what you do, you divide 20 divided by 60 will be how much? 0.33, isn't it? Fine. But this is for the day. This is only for 1 hour I have done. In one day, how many hours are there? According to our calculation, we take 8 hours work, 8 hours. 8 hours in a day, isn't it? You agree with me? Because if you remember, whenever I told you about the costing part and all, we consider a person or a mason or anyone is working for 8 hours in a day. Here 20 minutes I divided by 60 so that I get for 1 hour. How many hours you work in a day? 8 hours. So what I'll do? 0.33. Okay. I'll divide it by 8. So try to do this. So 0.33 divided by 8 you do. How much you're getting? 0. I'll do here only. Okay, I'll do here only. Okay. So 0.33 divided by 8. I'll get how much? 0.04125. You can see the same thing here. So this is how the 0.041 value has come. Very simple, no? This much you have understood. I'll repeat once again. So for 10 cubic meter to excavate, we require 20 minutes. So I want this 20 minutes in terms of day. So 20, I'll divide it by 60 because 1 hour will take 60 minutes. So I'll get 0.33, okay, hours. Then how many hours you work? 8 hours you work for a day to complete. So 0.33 divided by 8 if you do, you'll get 0.41 because 0.33 is also hours. 8 is also hours. Hours will get you're getting my point. See, this is 0.33. Okay, this is also hours. No, 0.33 is hours. So hours divided by hours will cancel out and this will be a constant 0.041. So that is why 0.041 has come here. Got it? Now come to the rate. So in the DSR, the rate is given 8,000 rupees. So in the DSR, here okay, these people are given 7,000 rupees, but we should never take this rate. Why? Because this work may be happening in your place, this work may be happening in my place. So whatever the excavator will charge in my place may not be the same charge, what the may not be same in both of us places. So that is why I told you, you go to the market or you speak to a contractor and you make a list of something like this. Like if you put an excavator for a single day, you go and check in the market, if I make a JCB or excavator to work for 8 hours in a day, how much is going to charge? So in my place, he'll charge you 8,500 rupees, which includes the cost of the driver and also the this thing, what is that, fuel and all. So in your place, if he's charging 9,000 rupees, then what you do? You come and input 9,000 here. So in my place, it is 8,500. So I'll put 8,500 in my place. Maybe in somebody's place, maybe you have your own excavator. You listen to this. See, let us say you are a contractor, okay, and you have your own machinery. So in that case, for that cost and all will come down. In that case, you may put a cost of 5,000 also, right? Very simple, because you are the owner of that. So only the fuel cost and the driver cost will come for you. You don't have to give any other cost. In that case, in 5,000, you can finish the work. So totally depends on you, what all equipments you may be having, or if you want to procure it from someone, then you need to check what is the rate he's going to put. So I'll put 8,500. Got it? Now coming to the loader. So loader also same thing, 0.041. Okay. So here in the market in my area, the tipper or loader. Okay. That means what is tipper or loader? The one which will carry your soil from one place to another place. So in my place, it is 6,500 rupees for a single day. So I'll put 6,500. Again, let us say you are a contractor who has excavator and also a loader. In that case, you can put a lesser price here. Totally depends on you. Now, this next is labor we require. Why we require labor? Because when you do the excavation, let us say I want to do excavation of this footing. Okay, I'll do it here. Footing excavation I want to do up to here. So this much depth excavation will be done by the excavator. But remaining the last portion what you have, no, this you cannot, your excavator cannot reach here. You need to deploy one or two labors so that they are going to do a compaction here and proper uniform surface will be given. Even the sides also it won't be uniform. So you will make two labors to work on this, and so that your sides, the dressing and all, everything will be done correctly. So that is why you require a labor. Okay. So that is the reason we require a labor. One is mate and a coolie. So again, in the code, it is given you have to take 0.32 constant for mate, and for coolie, you have to take 1.20. Again, you prepare a rate something like this. In your area, what is the cost a mate takes for a single day for 8 hours to work, and how much a coolie will take. So here I have written the mate in my place will take 450 rupees. So I'll input 450 here. Got it? And what about the coolie? The coolie will take 600 rupees in my place. So I'll put 600 rupees. Finish. According to that, if I total I need to do now. Total will be 348, 266, 144, 720. So you add everything. So this will be a total and you name it as A. Now, every time this remains constant. 1% will be water charges on A. So 1479 multiplied by 1%, that is 0.01. So it will be 14.79 rupees, because when you do the excavation, maybe the labor require water for drinking purpose and all. So in that way, usually we are never, whatever work we do, we take 1% as a extra water charges. Next, we need to add the government GST of 14.5%. So on this cost, that is, I'll add everything now. 1479 plus 14.79 will be 1493.79. This is B. Now add a GST on B. That means on this, I'll add a GST of 14.5%. So added that. This answer 1493 multiplied by 0.1405. So it will be how much? 205, 209.88. Now total will be 1493 plus 209, which will be 1703.67. I'll name it as C. Now we'll add contractor profit. That is 15% is what we consider. But again, you can do your own. If you want 10%, put 10%. Instead of 15, you can make it as 10. Suppose if you want to take 20, you can take 20 also. But usually the normal thing what we practice is 10% contractor profit and 5% will be overhead cost and all. Sometimes people will split it to 7.5 and 7.5. 7.5 is a contractor profit and 7.5 is the overhead charges. Because why I'm telling you all these things, sometimes what happens, for example, let us say you are working on this particular site. This is your site, and the place where you make your employees to stay somewhere here, it's outside the city. Okay, sorry, your place is outside the site is outside the city, and your apartments and the place where your employees stay, that is in the city. And from here to here, it is almost, let us say, let us say 50 kilometer. So every day your vehicle has to travel 50 kilometer. It has to go back and it has to come back 100 kilometers every day your vehicle will run, right? For that, the company has to pay, no, the contractor has to pay, or the client has to pay that amount, right? You're getting my point. So that is why everything will come under the overhead cost. So it all totally depends. Your overhead cost is not that every time you'll take 5% overhead cost or 7.5%. You need to consider all this factor. Okay, how far is your employees apartments, how far is your site, what is the condition of the road, whether you have a good road or bad road, everything matters. And based on that, we come to this conclusion. So for that and all, you require little experience, but initial level, when you start to work, no, you can go with this, no problem. As and when you finish one or two project, you will understand what is the best rate that you can put. Similarly here also the loader, whatever I put, no, 0.041 is okay. 6500. Sometime if your loader has to go 3 kilometer outside the city, again the charge also will increase here. Okay, so that is how the rate analysis will be done. But anyhow, you can follow this, not an issue. Okay, good. So 15% CPOH I've added. So it will come out to be 255. Okay, that is 1703.67 multiplied by 0.15 will give me 255 rupees. So total will be 1703 plus 255. Okay, so it will be 1959.22. Now we'll add 1% cess on this, which will come out to be 19.59. And now the total cost I have got for 10 cubic meter. This is cost for 10 cubic meter, which will be 1959.22 plus 19.59 you do. It is 1978.81. So this is for 10 cubic meter. I want to find for 1 cubic meter. We started with 10 cubic meter. We took a big quantity. Now I'll divide it by 10. This answer what you got, no? You divide it by 10. So you'll get 197.88 rupees cost per cubic meter. So whatever 197 I got, no, I'll go to the BOQ, and here I'll put 197. Here I have put 350 because it is a different project. Okay, so that is why I always told you, you cannot take same rate. Maybe in, okay, this 197 I got. So maybe in someone's place, instead of 8500, the excavator may charge 10,000 rupees. Okay, and let us say the loader will charge 8,500 rupees, and the laborers may charge something else. In that case, see, it has come down to 217 now. So that is how the rate analysis will be done. So we will never get two same rate in any of the project. Very simple, unless the project is similar. You got it? But anyhow, this 350 was taken from someone's BAQ, and this is a market rate which is going on in my place. So whatever is going on in your place, you consider that, and based on that, you can prepare the rate analysis. And for your easiness, I have given 2-3 different BOQs. Okay, like I have attached this my BOQ, and there is one hotel project BOQ I've attached it. Then another house project BOQ I've attached it. So based on that, you also draw certain conclusion, like how much it will be. This BOQ I've attached, hotel estimation is attached, this Rajappa one house attached, this also I've attached. Okay, so in this way you can draw your own conclusions and you can do it. Fine. Okay, this is done, no? So yeah. I've explained you for this. Yeah. Again, in this we have different types. Okay. Suppose if you get a rock, now whatever excavation we are doing, that is for a soft soil. Tomorrow you may get a hard rock where you require a blasting. So in that case, we have to follow this particular rate analysis, because if you are doing a blasting, you need to here put that blasting powder and all. So in that case, you see this is a rate analysis what they have done. Okay. So, in some of the cases they will never allow you to do the blasting. So this is for the hard rock where blasting is prohibited. Then you need to increase your manpower, like rock excavator is required, rock breaker is required. Again, for that, this is a charge what they're doing. You're getting my point, no? So in this way, all the rate analysis is done. Now I can't explain you for everything, but you got an idea, no, how it has to be done. So based on that, you try to see what is your site condition. Based on that, you have to prepare your rate analysis. Okay, I mean, based on that, you have to put the rate. But whatever rate I have given, that is a general rate what is happening in the market. But again, as I mentioned, you can follow your own rates for that. Okay, great. Yeah. So this is one more DSR I have taken. This is from Karnataka government. Okay. You see here, earthwork and excavation by manual means for drain canals and all they have given. So here they have given up to 1.5 meter if you have to take this rate. Again, here the breakup is given. Mazdur heavy, Mazdur light, total. Then he has taken a overhead charges of 10. You see here, the overhead charges they have taken 10%. Contractor profit also they have taken 10%. That means altogether 20% they have taken. Okay. Then they have found the rate to be 186 rupees. But again, this is only up to 1.5 meter. If it exceeds depth exceeding 1.5 meter, but not exceeding 3 meter, in that case, you have to take this rate, that is 199. Again, you see here, depth exceeding 3 meter and not exceeding 4.5 meter, your excavation depth is speaking of, then this will be the rate. You're getting my point. See, I'm trying to make you exposed to different types of uh, rate analysis, because the problem is I cannot explain everything. But I've given you all the documents. Try to go through this so that you get an idea like what are the different ways of doing the rate analysis. Okay. Similarly, go through this. Okay. So in this way, each and everything they have given. Next, if I take for this one, okay, construction of embankment by, this is for the other portion like excavator now, like embankment construction and all. For that, this is the rate what they have given. Okay. Next is the filling the available. Okay, this will take it later, because once we come for the backfilling, no, we have to look into this. For backfilling, I'll explain you this part. Okay. Filling available excavated earth, this is called backfilling. For that, I'll explain you this. You're getting my point. So try to go through this so that you get an idea. See, initially you will find it little difficult to understand everything, but at least you'll get an idea like what all things will happen, how the rate analysis is done. So that is how it is. So this rate analysis is something like structural analysis in civil engineering. Okay. So you have to do a lot of analysis, like you find bending moment, shear force and all. No, here also same thing. You don't find that, but it's something like you add the labor cost, the total, and water charges, and on different condition. Like in structure analysis, we had simply supported, we have cantilever and all. It's same thing. If your depth is up to 1.5 meter, this is a rate. Beyond 1.5 meter, you have another rate. Up to 3 meter, you have another rate. So that is how you try to do the rate analysis. Okay, good. So we'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.